Good morning and welcome to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston, President and CEO of the Roby family of companies. We're your hosts. Thanks for spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's andrewroby.com. Or you can always call us at 704-334-5477. Trent, good morning. Christmas is over. It's on to the New Year's. This is going to be a great show. We're going to talk New Year's wine and champagne, maybe even mix in a little bit of beer with that. It's good to see you again, buddy. Hope you had a great holiday.
I did. I have had a wonderful holiday. It's still going on. We had the Roby family takes last week generally off of work. We take a week off at Christmas, and it depends on how the days fall. But this year we took the week prior to Christmas on a Friday. So it's good to allow our associates and our we call them family, to get to spend time with their families at home, and then they can catch up on their honey-do list and you know, whatever, do some chores around the neighborhood, earn a little extra money, and enjoy their family. So.
That's great. And that's really what we talk a lot on the show about, the Roby family of companies, with the emphasis being on family. It's great to see companies like ours still giving back to their employees and letting them take that time this time of year to really be home with their families and enjoy the time.
A funny story about my dad, you know, he was a workaholic 7 days a week, and he always wanted the Christmas, a couple weeks before Christmas and Christmas week and until you get through New Year's is generally a slow time, because a lot of people want to finish up their bigger projects prior to the end of the year. You kind of set that, and then they don't want to start new projects until you get into the first or second week of the year. Kind of, I mean, we negotiate a lot of projects with people in the fall to prepare to start first part of the year, and so you kind of have a little lull just by the nature of the game. I wouldn't say business is any slower. It's just the nature of the business we're in. But my dad loved people that wanted to work, and he loved people that wanted to earn extra money. And he hated saying his business was closed, so he would always ask people, if you want to work during Christmas, he'll find you something to do, kind of like you told me when I didn't have school, he'd find me something to do. And he was always running around ragged every week of Christmas trying to find something. I don't know. That was the cleanest our shop ever was Christmas week. But it was cool. We got to go hang out with the guys, and he just enjoyed. And I enjoyed, too. I enjoy seeing the guys be able to earn some extra money. We know these guys work hard for a living, and their money goes to feeding their family every week.
Right.
It's, you know, good to see them be able to do something for their children and you know, buy Christmas gifts and stuff like that.
It's a great time. It was a great week. Got a little rainy, but we didn't quite get that white Christmas that we have had in the past. But it was kind of a strange weather week. But still a great time to be with your family. You
and I have been talking for the past several weeks that it's very eerie how warm it's been in Charlotte. It is eerie, but I got a feeling what goes around comes around. And I don't think we've seen the end of Mr. Winter.
No.
I don't think – I will say I don't really pay attention to hype in any arena. But all the El Nino hype this fall, I was trying to ignore and said it was a bunch of bull. And it looks like it came back, and I'm eating a little crow on El Nino. El Nino, you are one tough dude. So I really still hadn't figured out what it is other than Charlotte's 65 degrees every day.
Yeah, it's strange. It's like we moved to Sarasota, Florida or something.
Well, the rainforest. There are rainforests in Sarasota, Florida. It's hard getting construction projects done when it rains every day.
So it's Christmas time. We just passed the Christmas holiday. We're coming up on New Year. We talked about family. We've got some great guests coming up on the show. Rob from Rhino Market's going to come in. We're going to talk a little bit about some wines that you can pick up last minute, great champagnes for the holidays. And Trent, I saw some other guests running around. They're going to join us later on in the show. It's going to be a really special show.
Yeah, I got some little angels I brought. Everybody knows, I think I've told you about 18,000 times if you listen to the radio show that I have 4 children, and I thought today, since it was the holiday season, would be a good time to bring them. I drug my wife and my 4 kids, and actually one of my oldest daughter has a friend with her, so we have 5 children. We bombarded WBT radio studios, and TJ, who is Mr. Bachelor over here, just was like, holy smokes, what's going on?
He's already called HR and said, we have a problem in the studio.
I think I'm helping TJ with his bachelorhood. He's like, that guy's crazy. I didn't realize he had all that going on. So they're sitting out. It's a really special day because I can't imagine when I was 4, 5, and 8 seeing a studio like this. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's cool. I'm 37 to see a studio like this, and we have our customers and our clients and our friends on, and they get a real big kick out of it. So I thought it'd be really cool to bring the family. So I think the last segment, if they can sit on their hands long enough, the last segment, one lucky child will get to come talk a little bit on the radio. I listen to 96.9, and Paul Schatt is a good morning host, and he's real funny. And he used to always talk to his daughter on the radio, and I thought it was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
That was really before I had children. So,
well, it's great to see you talk a lot about when you were a kid, hanging out with your dad in the dump truck and riding around and going to breakfast, and knowing Mouse and all those guys that worked with your dad and mentored you. It's nice to see you carrying on that tradition. A little bit different spot, a little bit different concept, but great to see you continuing that tradition.
I will say, Mouse grew up in my neighborhood. I hang out. His brother's living in their family house in Lindsay, and I'll stop in every couple weeks and say hello and hang out with him for an hour or so in the evening. And I went by the other day, and Mouse's van was there, and this past week in the evening, and I pulled in and I go knock on the front door and they said, "Who is it?" It said, "I bet it's Trent." And I was like, "What are they talking about me?" And I go in and they're listening. Him and Lindsay and Jeff's adopted son are listening to the podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it was pretty cool. And I was making fun of Jeff for being on the radio last week. And Lindsay said, "I asked him when he's going to start signing autographs." So you go, Jeff.
Well, if you're out there listening now, Mouse and family, hello and Happy New Year, guys. All right, Trent, we're going to take a break now. When we come back, we're going to get down to business. We're going to talk about how to build a wine room, how to create some wine storage in your kitchen if you don't have space to build that wine room. It's the holidays. It's champagne. It's wine. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, ROBY.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.